Good afternoon, my name is Sharon Marin. I am from the Advanced English 2 course, and today I am going to talk about my experience in the peer-tutoring process of a first semester student called Dayani Sotalar. First, I am going to explain what the peer-tutoring project is about and the purpose it is intended to achieve. Then I am going to describe the order of my drive and attendance. And also I am going to explain what I did in each tutoring, how it began and how it concluded. And in the final part I am going to give some comments emphasizing in the pros and cons of the peer tutoring project.
What the peer tutoring project is about?
Generally speaking, the project consists in the sixth semester students giving 16 hours of tutoring to first semester students following the preparation they have received and the instruction of the teachers. Each tutor is assigned a first semester student from whom he or she cannot take grades or give extra work. Everything will be done within the stipulated hour of the tutoring.
Objective.
The objective of the peer tutoring project is that the sixth semester student has his first approach to what will be the teaching of a foreign language, considering that the emphasis of the program is the bachelor's degree in a foreign language.
Describe the order of your evidence.
The way I organize the evidence of the tutoring is the following.
First, there is the peer tutoring folder. When you click on, it will show 3 subfolders and the attendance sheet work document, in which the name of the tutor and the teachers in charge are registered. Also, in this part, there is the date on which the tutoring was done, the platform used to carry out the meeting, which in my case, I always used Microsoft Teams, the hour, the topic of the tutoring, the name of the first semester student, and the register of whether she attended the meeting or not. As you can see, the signatures are divided by terms, first, second, and third. Okay, going back to the main folder, peer tutoring, as I was saying, there are 3 subfolders, and they are organized according to each term. In the folder of the first term, there are the evidences from week 1 to week 4. Each week has its respective planner, slides, recording, and evidences of the activities developed by the student. In the second term folder, you can find from week 5 to week 9. In a subfolder, there is week 7 and 8 because it was a 2-hour session, including its respective evidences, planner, recording, and slides. Finally, the third term folder is from week 10 to week 13. These meetings were done in 2 hours because there were a few weeks in which we did not meet due to the suspension of the activities. As in the previous folders, these contain the planner, the slides, the recording, and the evidence of the activities developed by the student. And that's it. What did you do in a tutoring?
To carry out the tutoring, I was guided by a sample planner the teacher explained how to fill it out. First, I wrote important data such as my name, the student's name, the date, the topic, and the duration of the tutoring. Then, I wrote the objective I wanted the student to achieve at the end of the session, and the stages such as the introduction, in which I usually throw an expression and introduce the topic I was going to explain through a game, a video, an activity, a song, among other things. Once the introduction was done, I wrote the development in which I described what I was going to explain about the topic. For example, the definition, uses, structure, examples, and so on. Then, to reinforce the topic, I created activities on different platforms such as Nearput, Quizzes, Kahoot, Wordwall, and Educaplay. Finally, at the end of the tutoring, the student developed activities related to two skills: reading comprehension and listening comprehension. All the time I was trying to make meaningful exercises so that she would have a better understanding about the topic I was explaining.
How was the process?
At the beginning, I wanted to know the student's level of English. Therefore, I gave her a series of tests in which she showed good oral comprehension. So I took advantage of that by using videos, songs, and audios every time I was going to explain a new topic. Each week, I used to ask the student about the topic they were learning in the elementary English course. In that way, I had the same topic in mind to do the tutoring. First, I explained the topic, and after that, she did a lot of practice exercises. Initially, the student had some grammar and pronunciation issues, but as the tutoring went on, she improved so much that she had perfect scores on the activities I created. Eventually, in the last weeks, I increased the demand of the activities and the use of English because I have observed a great progress in the student and I knew she could improve even more. And yeah, she did.
Comments, pros and cons.
This was the first time I thought of writing language, and I think this was a meaningful experience for both the student and me. But I would have appreciated this experience in person, as I remember when I was in my first semester that my tutors inspired me and motivated me to realize that I was in the right place and that I would be able to overcome the pressure I was feeling at that time due to some subjects. Regarding to the cons, there were connection problems. For that reason, sometimes we have to postpone the session. On several occasions, the activities, the games or videos did not load to the student, which made us spend a lot of time in an activity that was not planned. And in the last sessions, the student had problems with the microphone. Every time she tried to speak, to answer my questions or participate, I could not hear her. Another disadvantage is that it was not possible to complete the full hours due to the suspension of the activities by the students of the University of Pamplona in support of the national strike. On the other hand, this experience allowed me to be creative and adapt to a new way of teaching. I learned to use different platforms to make this process more didactic. Another positive aspect is that the schedules are flexible. I mean, if for some reason the student could not attend to the meeting, it was easy to arrange another time when we were both available. Thanks for your attention. Bye!